Hi everyone, welcome to Lean Management. To start off with Lean, I hope you already visited our website. We started giving a lot of information about how the medical billing can be improved by thinking a lean way. To continue that, we are going to see a lot of slides and the recording related to the denials. So to start with, we are taking the denial on the authorization part. So if you take authorization denial, okay, it will be defined by overall 10 denial codes. Okay, the first one is CO15. Okay, and here we had given the description of the denial category. Okay, the authorization number is missing, invalid, or does not apply to the billing services or to the provider. And the next one is CO38, the service not provided or authorized by the designated provider. This mainly this you are getting this authorization denial because your doctor is an out of network. And the next code is CO39. Here the service denied at the time of authorization or pre-certification was requested. So you don't get the authorization before the service has been done. There's a three code. One is CO39 and the same thing will be coded or denied as a PR39 and PI39. Okay, the PR39 if your doctor allows you and you can bill the patient and you can collect. Okay, the PI is an informational given to the provider, and you cannot bill the patient for PI, and this also a very strong denial on the authorization. Okay, and coming to CO 197 and PI 197 and PR 197. The description is around the same category. Pre-certification or authorization notification is absent. Okay, and the next category is an OA. This also the same category. Pre-authorization and authorization notification is absent. And there is one more code. Okay, CO 198. Here the pre-certification authorization needed, but we didn't get it. Okay, this is what the denial category is. See, what we need to do for all this category, we have to get authorization number, and you have to search the way whether your website or your software has the authorization or your doctors have the authorization for this particular claim. Okay, so how we are going to do that analysis? So we are giving the detail how we can do an analysis here. You just take the copy of the CPT code and then search in your previous account whether you received a payment for this or not, and that will give you the indication, okay, how you received a payment, whether with authorization or the insurance does not need authorization for that. Okay, so we are going to see so how we are going to work on that particular denial. So I am taking you through that workflow. See, when you are getting any authorization denial, the authorization denial is based on the three categories. One is CPT code, provider, and the place of service. Okay, if anything related to the CPT code, what you need to do is you have to go to that particular website of the payer and check whether that particular CPT code require authorization or not. Okay, if it is confirmed you need an authorization, then what you need to do is go to your software or go check in your claim form and then identify whether you have any authorization number in the claim form. Okay, if it is a CMS 1500 form, you know very well that it is available in the block number 23. Go ahead and then check it. If it is a software, identify where it is available in your edit screen. Go back and then see the more details information and then identify whether the authorization number is available or not. Okay, and the same way you go to the website and then you try to search by the patient detail and then identify whether the authorization number is available for that patient or not. And what we are going to do here is whether the CPT code require authorization. That we are going to check in the website, and by all this method of search, okay, if authorization is available, what you're going to do is you can send this claim back for reprocess by calling the insurance. Okay, and if your appeal limit is already going to cross, okay, within the appeal limit you can do an appeal. Okay, also you can do or you can add the authorization number and you can send as a corrected claim or as a new claim if it is insurance, if it is not going to process as a new claim. Okay, some insurance now started process as a new claim whenever you are making any changes, and many of the insurance they require a corrected claim. So mention corrected claim in the block number 19 or add 7 in your electronic claim and then file a claim as a new claim or a corrected claim. And if you want to call the insurance, please call the insurance and then send this claim back for reprocess. Okay, I checked in the website, I checked in the software, I didn't find my authorization number. So there is a two-way. One, you can within that appeal filing limit, you can send an appeal Okay, if it is crossed appeal filing limit, no other option, you are going to write it off. All your appeal, see, most of the time, if the claim is denied for authorization, you are not going to get it paid even you do appeal with the medical records. So at the time, if your appeal is upheld, obviously you're going to write it off. Okay, if the CPT code require authorization, take a global action and then you try to inform your client saying that these codes need authorization. Again, many of the companies will start using the status code on action codes. So for this, your status will be authorization, and your action you may appeal, or you may send it for a process, or you may send it to a client review for to get an approval for a write-off. Okay, the second category, if authorization is denied for a provider segment. See, what will happen if it is related to provider? Many of the in-network provider does not need authorization for all the services, but some of the providers will be out of network. They need to get authorization for all the services. Usually, your E&M services does not need authorization, but in this scenario, since the provider is out of network, you need to get authorization for all the services. So what do you need to do? Check the provider whether he is in network or out of network, and confirm whether the in-network doctors need authorization or not. If it is not required, you can send it back for reprocess. If it is required auth, okay, you have to take the same step. Okay, either you have to check whether authorization is available or not, and if it is not available, you can appeal the claim with medical record, but success rate is very low. And if it is cross appeal filing limit, you cannot do anything, and if your appeal is upheld, you are going to adjust it off. And coming to the place of service, okay, the place of service play a major role in the authorization part. Okay, and see, the place of service, say emergency or office service, it's 11 and 23, does not need authorization. Okay, just confirm the place of service and confirm whether this require authorization or not require authorization. For example, place of service 23 and 11. Okay, if it is denied for authorization, you can call the insurance and send back for reprocess. But coming to 11, you should understand you have to check whether your provider's par or non-par. Based on that, take an action. Okay, this again it will go for appeal, and if your appeal is upheld, you're going to write it off, and you try to appeal with the medical necessity form, and then the and the medical necessity form sometimes may be considered by the insurances, and then you can get a payment. Okay, now we are going to see when I'm going to call the insurance, what are all the details I need to collect. Okay, see, for example, I didn't find any authorization. So what I'm going to do, I'll call the department. Okay, then I can ask them why they need a authorization. Either it is based on the CPT code or a provider or a patient plan. Okay, if authorization is available for the patient with a particular insurance company, I can get the authorization number and then send it claim back for reprocess. Okay, and whenever you get the authorization number, please document it and then identify what is the validity of that authorization number, and confirm that authorization number suits for your CPT code, and whether that authorization number is already utilized or not. See, generally authorization number will be valid for only one unit unless it is specified. Okay, if authorization number is mentioned for 3 units, then only it will be valid for 3. If it didn't mention as 3, it is valid only for 1 unit. And can you do a retro authorization? And usually the retro authorization has to be done within 72 hours max, and it will differ by some of the payer. And check what is the appeal address and the fax address, and you can send this claim based on the information you collected. Okay, if you have that authorization number, okay, check the auth number correct for the CPT code, patient or a provider. Send this claim back for reprocess and confirm how many days it will take to give you the process. Okay, the processing claim. So make that follow-up date. See, for example, if the insurance is taking 15 days or 30 days, okay, give it in your follow-up and follow the account after 15 days or 30 days. In this scenario, please try to get the call reference number, and most of the time your claim will go for reprocess, and without the call reference number, you cannot track it. Okay, this is a general flow of your authorization. Okay, if the claim is denied for authorization. Okay, so what is the difference if it is a lean way of authorization? See, when you're going to work in the lean thinking, okay, the authorization claim is denied for authorization. See, what you need to do, you have to understand what type of CPT codes are getting denied for an authorization, and what type of providers you are getting denied for an authorization. And place of service is not come under the lien, because we know very well what is a lien and then how we are going to do it. Okay, so we'll take the two scenarios of the CPT code and the provider. See, when you have that, you know very well the CPT code need authorization. and if your doctor or a hospital is not getting authorization for that particular CPT code, there is no use in following that account in an AR. Okay, whatever you're working, your percentage of conversion into a revenue is very, very low. You can approximately take it as 1.03 to 1.07 percentage. Instead of wasting your energy on the follow up on AR, so you can move one person into a AR to authorization, pre-authorization process, and you can identify what are the CPT codes the billing is going to happen and what is the trend of it and which doctor is doing this CPT code. You just connect with the doctor and then inform these are all the codes are getting denied for authorization. Without the authorization, we are not going to get it paid. So we can start the authorization process. Okay, you start the authorization process whenever the CPT is recommended by the doctor, and you send all your medical records by the website, or you can send the detail by your fax, and you can get the authorization number. Then you can file your claim, and then your doctor can start the service after getting that authorization number for that particular patient. That's the only way you can collect your revenue. See, if you didn't get authorization and if you think that it is getting a denial and you cannot collect the denial, it's a waste of revenue. So instead of doing and wasting your AR effort, you can move one person into a pre-authorization process, and that's the way you have to think, and that's the way you can improve your revenue. That's what the waste we are planning to avoid the waste. Okay, so think in that angle, and instead of running behind the denial, okay, identify what's the way you can fix your denial. I hope you enjoyed our session. Okay, if you like this, please subscribe to our video channel, and we'll meet you soon with the next denial part. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.